It is the end of September, and it's time for Handelabra Live. Welcome, one and all. We're going to preview some more Spirit Island new content today. Very exciting. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against these goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So be excellent to one another. Say hello in the chat. I see Clever Retort Not Found is already getting involved. Hello and welcome. So today we're going to, hello non-antagonistic. We're going to play some of the new aspects from Nature Incarnate. Nature Incarnate is in development and coming this fall. So last week we showed Ember-Eyed Behemoth. Let me just click one board. I'm going to play a one spirit game to start with. And let's do two adversaries. Why not? Just mix it up. So last time Ember-Eyed Behemoth. We're going to probably bring that back for the second game, but we'll do a solo game with one of the new aspects. And I put a poll in our Discord and in the Spirit Island Second Wave Discord. So let's see what the results are. So in our Discord, there were 19 votes, 9 for Sharp Fangs, and 10 for Thunder Speaker. And on the Second Wave server, it's 15 for Sharp Fangs and 13 for Thunder Speaker. So Sharp Fangs comes through by a 1 vote margin. All right, that's 24 to 23. And if you're looking at the poll on YouTube, you found the poll and there were 93 minutes left and the answer was different. I'm looking at it right now. So that's where it is right now. All right, I'm gonna just quit Discord now. So it's going to be Sharp Fangs Unconstrained right here. This is the first aspect released for Sharp Fangs Behind the Leaves. It will have new artwork from Nolan Nasser, but right now it's just going to be slightly yellow colored. And oh, I got an error from Discord. Interesting, because I quit Discord. I'm on a development build here, so it is going to maybe have there's an exception that pops up on the screen. So what's the difference of this aspect? So the main difference is that you can see your innate power, Ranging Hunt, can now, well, that's not the main difference, that's one difference. Ranging Hunt can now target any land. First aspects for something not low complexity. That is true. This spirit is moderate complexity. Another difference here is your setup does not add a beast. It just puts presence. You can see the change there in the setup. And in instead of call forth predators, you have predators arise. So each spirit phase, you either prepare one beast or add any number of your prepared beasts to one of your lands. So that's it. Basically means you don't have to convert your presence, and you can target blighted lands with Ranging Hunt. So we've got here, what? Prussia 3, Sweden 1? Sure, why not? Let's do that. And we want a scenario. I think since we're trying this first time, let's do no scenario. So let's go. So yeah, actually, Sweden likes Blight, so that's a good test for this spirit. And we're on board B. Yeah, we do not add any more beasts here. And looks like land numbers on just to make it look a little tidy. And so if you go look in here, you can see I have no beast prepared, if you're wondering. So they are exploring in jungle. So normally this would be like, OMG, they're going to go in this blighted land. We can't use Ranging Hunt there, but now we can. So we can, I think, potentially deal with that with Ranging Hunt next turn, right? So what I'm going to do, I think, is gain a power card. Growth is still the same. Oh, we got defend in the jungle. We can actually let that happen if we want. That's interesting. But we are going to want damage. What if we... I mean, this defend is nice, but hazard spread, making beasts is also very nice. What if I make beasts? Yeah, let's just go with what we're going to do. Let's make beasts. So, I was going to put presents here, but actually I'm going to put presents here so I have a sacred site. And I want to go up the top track so we can start... we can get a plant for this next turn. Let's click this and this. So we're going to put another beast in here in preparation for next turn and pray in the builders here. Oh, there's no beasts there. Okay, I can put a beast there. Whatever. We'll have at least 2 beasts here to do enough damage. But, oh, and we can move beasts around. Okay, we can move our beasts around. So automatically prepares 1 beast because I didn't have any prepared, so I couldn't add any. So that just happens automatically if you didn't add a beast. So let's... Where do I think, yeah, I could ranging hunt this. Yeah, so we want to have more beasts in here. So let's put a beast there. And let's grab this beast. And we can gather it this way. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so they're not going to build there, and we're going to blow up the town that they build here. So they explore in the sands. That is more threatening. They want to build a city on the coast. So here you see I have an add beast button. And I can use that during the spirit phase, which I actually do want to do. I'm going to gain another power card. Oh man, we got Blood Draws Predators. That is exciting. This is like a really good draft all the time here. Let's grab the plant, get it in here. And we need to play at least one of these 2 cards. I'm going to make more beasts or destroy an explorer. There's decent odds we'd stop a build. Oh, that's stage 3. There's still decent odds we stop a build, right? But it might be like... actually, we do have to stop a build. I'm just thinking, is there any combination where it doesn't? I guess if it's... Yeah, even if it's wetlands... So this does work. No matter what. I kind of want to play Blood Draws Predators. And then... match up Predators with Talons. Yeah, we can actually get our beasts from here into here and Blood Draws Predators into the jungle in there. To like partially solve that land. So we're going to add beast. We get to pick where we want to add them. We want to add them here. We can move these 2 beasts in here. And Blood Draws Predators is going to do 3 damage. We won't totally solve the land, but it'll do a lot. Do that there, and ranging hunt here. Hopefully they don't get +1 damage on their Ravage, or we're in big trouble. I guess I might want to leave, just in case that happens. Oh no, I need my presence in the jungle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't screw that up. We could, like, this build could get blocked by Blood Draws Predators if the event destroys one of these 2, right? So that's kind of nice. We got Putting Down Roots. On an inland in each board, replace 1 explorer with 1 town. Well, we definitely don't like that. We do have drive off the interlopers, push one floor town from a land with Dahan. But I think actually we can safely replace this guy and then push him out. So I'd rather they don't build a city there too. So what if you go here? All right, and they explore jungle sand. Oh, and they escalate in. That's interesting. They would have converted a Dahan here if they had randomly picked. I forgot that special card is going to apply to Sweden. Okay, so interesting. So Tune the Jungle doesn't do enough here, but we're going to get Ranging Hunt next turn too, right? So problem is we do have another. I guess we just like lose a presence here. You can't, like, one thing with this version of Sharp Fangs is you can't convert your presence to avoid it getting destroyed. You don't get that little out. So we could go for majors here if I go to 2 energy. We would have 5 energy. I need to spend 1 on a card. So even just playing these 2 cards though is pretty decent. Maybe we look for a defend for this. Let's just get 1 more minor and then we'll maybe pick a major next time. Badlands? Like calls to like. Does that do something? If we like calls to like here, we grab a town and an explorer and a blight from here. And maybe a beast if we can. We end up getting beasts in there. I don't think we probably can play that this turn though, right? We can't even play it. Yeah, we have to play those 2 cards this turn based on elements. This is going to be pretty strong for us too though, so I think I'm between Short Seeds and Light Calls. Like, these are all good cards actually, so let's grab Light Calls to like. I don't play it enough. And let's add presence. Yeah, your presence like is a little less important almost. Like, it's, you end up with way more presence now because you can't convert it into beasts with the spirit. It's the different vibe, isn't it? We're gonna Ranging on here. We're gonna take Blight here, and at least they're not gonna build on the coast here. We prepare the beast. Maybe we get to. Maybe these beasts do something in the event. Leave that presence there. Fortification. After advancing invader cards, perform a build step. 1 train not shown. So that might be wetlands, mountains, because jungle sands are definitely going to be there. Each beast deals 2 damage. Cool. We stopped 2 builds. And we get free Dahan, which is good against Sweden here. So we end up with just the 1 blight and 1 build. And we definitely want to protect against Sweden. Allow Dahan defend 2. Well, doesn't matter. And they explore jungle. They get a free town. Let's pop it in the mountain, I guess. So they can build in mountain or wetlands. They're not going to build in the empty lands. I think, honestly, like the disease. I mean, the disease is going to go. Let's just use that, do that. I want to add more cities to the map. This power does still say no blight. So I can't get beasts in here, which I kind of would love to do. Let's get beast in there, I guess. And we can Terrifying Chase to stop a build or to reduce this. think we need to reduce that. We can hazard spread. We can get 3 beasts in here, I think. So if we chase away... Can we hazard spread and blood draws? We don't get the damage, I think, if we do that. Oh, we could take this animal, right? If we take that animal, then we can play hazard spread and blood draws predators and kill everything in here. We don't have to chase everything away. Make sure we have enough beasts. So we have 1 beast from hazard spread, 1 beast from prepared. Gather 1. Does 3 damage. Blood draws. Does 3 more damage. So yeah, so there's 1 explorer left. So, okay. Let us chase you away. And I don't want to... Oh, I have to push? I have to push the Dahan. But I can push them all this way, so let's actually push them all in here because he didn't. Yeah, so all we're gonna need is, yeah, 1 animal and 1 plant because we can do this and this. So seems like a plan. We also get another card. I mean, it could be a major and it's just as good as playing with other cards. Let's take a major. Such as trees and stones. Unfortunately, the Han are not there. Can we get the Dahan there? Can we get the... I don't think so. The Dahan are just not there. Walls of Rock and Thorn is pretty good. These are not really my powers. These two go very well together. All very expensive. I guess it's Walls of Rock and Thorn, and what do we forget? Too near the jungle? Okay, and we need this animal. And we need a sacred site. So that may as well be the sacred site. Yeah, that can be the sacred site. And that. And Blood Draws Predators. Whoa. Boop. 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 And leave. I can send 1 beast away. Because we add an extra 1 with Blood Draws Predators. Okay. They didn't deal +1 damage. An exploring, place 1 town instead of 1 explorer. Add 1 beast to a land without blah blah blah. Sure. More beasts. Beasts. You get a fear card. Add strife in a land not matching a ravage card. All we need is Pent-Up Calamity here to wipe the board. They do explore mountains. They get a free town. Jungle came up already, but it's ravaging. We'll go there. And this is their free town. All right. So this is a pretty small ravage. We could just delete it with this. It's expensive to delete a ravage with that, but we could also probably, I could just ranging hunt. Yeah, so what do we want to do? Get another card. Get energy. I mean, I like Walls of Rock and Thorn for here next turn. Sadly, we don't have Dahan there, though. And we don't threshold it. So maybe we look for a card that we can threshold with. Next turn. Like that. More Desiccating Winds. I kind of don't really want Call to Trade, but because I'm not going to be worried about the Ravage next turn at all. Maybe I'll take Desiccating Winds instead. And I think now we start going up card play track. We're not getting to reclaim one fast enough, so I'm just wondering. Yeah, we can get Beast into here and Terrifying Chase away the things they build. Maybe. Terrifying Chase and then something with Plant. Like Calls to Like. We haven't played that yet. Prepare Beast. Here we want to. Sure, we can do this. We can put down a Sacred Site next turn. And let's get a Beast in here. Leave one in there. You in there. Cool. Gosh, the camera's stopped working. And it's making a terrible, terrible noise. That's very weird. Let me unplug it here. What is it? I think my main camera has died. Doesn't super smell like special smoke, but certainly flipped out and stopped working, so I have to take a look at that later. It seems that Mini John is becoming the main character. That's all right. I'll have a look at that later. All right, Invaders Surge Inland. The most misunderstood event in the world. This came up on the Discord today. So, if I move this town here, this land is not more inland. So you can see that in Spirit Foresight, right? This is range 2 from the ocean. This is also range 2 from the ocean. This is also range 2 from the ocean. If I move this town here, I can't move it, then move it here. I could move it here, but not there. Similarly, this town going here can't go there. It can't go here. So that's how that works. We want to have less stuff in here. We're going to have defend 8 or more. So I don't mind those guys there. Interesting. So if we move them in here, that Ravage is going to be bad. I think we actually have to move them there and there. So they build a city, which isn't what we want, but oh well. Cardinal lands with disease. Push up to 3 from a land not matching a build card. Well, then that would have solved that. We can push these guys, like, somewhere. I mean, we can push them in here and then just Walls of Rock and Thorn. We can reclaim and Rock and Thorn that next turn. Reclaim all. We should be able to afford that. Will we afford that? Actually, we want Rock and Thorn for this next turn. But I mean, since there's a bunch of Dahan there, maybe we just let this blight and we actually defend that. I think that's actually better. Let's take advantage of the Dahan here. Penin, someone. Which aspect is this? Sorry, your name is also dark blue on black for me. This is Unconstrained. Sharp fangs behind the leaves. I'm just gonna call you Pan. Add a town. They explore the sand, so we can add a town in the wetlands here, probably. Maybe here. Because we can use like calls to like here and bring more stuff in, including this town. So, thanks to Smash Presidents, gotta be unconstrained. Yeah. Or you're just not playing Sharp Fangs super well. Oh yeah, so we can actually get as much as we want into here. Let's bring this and this. And Beast. And Presents? Not that Presents. Oh, I might need to gain energy next turn, actually, so I do probably want to bring Presents. I want to keep my Presents in jungles if I can. Let's Terrifying Chase these two into here. I'm sure it's going to be fine, right? We have a lot, and we have extra damage, so we're going to be fine. What could possibly go wrong? I'm not doing the math. Oh yeah, we even have +3 energy, so we can add Presence, we can play Walls of Rock and Thorn, and Desiccating Winds. We wouldn't get Ranging Hunt, so let's try to get a card that has Rock, or sorry, Earth and Animal, right? We don't have that. That would let us threshold this and get Ranging Hunt. We didn't find something with the Earth and Animal. We did find Inflame the Fires of Life, which is pretty sweet. Purifying Flame is good too. Yeah, I'm generally into that with Sharp Fangs. Oh, I can play 3 cards. So actually I can do whatever the heck I want. So is any of those cards good for like dealing with that land? No, they're all slow. Okay. Let's do that. Let's see how this works. So I need that Earth and we're not getting this in any situation. But I can have the threshold on this. That adds 2 things. We can add an extra beast. We can actually do 4 damage in here, which isn't going to be enough, but maybe, you know, it's more fear and maybe something happens. Let's see if our math is enough for this. I definitely didn't count everything up. So we end up with 2 damage there. So I guess we are going to Ranging Hunt there. That's fine. And let's leave the beasts there. Maybe the beasts do 2 damage each or something. I don't know. Let's see. We can push. In the land with the most towns, replace 2 towns with 2 cities. It's actually safe to do that here, right? Because right now there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, so adding 2 more is fine. These arrows anyway. Yeah. Push up to 2 from a land with beast. So I could push 2 towns out of here. And maybe they don't light there, but also I could just have them not build here, and then they're literally doing nothing next turn. So I'll take a blight for that. And more defend. Scapegoats. Destroy a bunch of explorers. Yeah, literally this is the only land with invaders now. They are gonna blight the island because of Sweden, I guess, aren't they? Oh well. Didn't pay attention to that. I could have avoided that. Downward spiral again. I feel like my debug setting is making me downward spiral all the time. I think that might be a thing. I'll check that. Maybe not, but seems suspicious. All right. Coastal lands. Let's add Badlands here. That guy's going to get taken care of automatically. We could add disease and add strife. Sure. Both. Why not both? And do we want to reclaim? I don't think so. I think we have a reclaim 1. So I think we can gain a power card. Let's get another major card. Ooh, Ravaged Undergrowth. Slithers back to life. Target land Blight. Replace 1 Blight with 1 Wilds. 1 fear, 3 damage. Push that Wilds. If you have Threshold, which we won't, add Wilds, push it, and you get to push more things. That's fun. Transart Sacrifice we used. We used that on stream? I think we did, right? We used it a bunch and it was crazy. Let's take this because we haven't played yet, and the elements are really good. Even though it doesn't, the threshold doesn't have animal, it's kind of interesting. And let's forget, I don't know, Terrifying Chase. And let's add a presence in there. If we grab that reclaim 1, maybe we, oh, we're still short on water, right? We need 3 water. Maybe we take, I don't think we need the reclaim 1 this turn, right? We could get 4 card plays next turn, though, if we do. Can we afford, we can't actually afford to play all those cards, can we? Unless we do this. Or we could reclaim a free card, I guess. But what if we just click them? Because it's nice to click things. And we can ranging hunt here and ban the builders there. No, actually, I need to keep my Sacred Site there, I think. Five damage. Maybe we're just gonna win. We might win too fast. Push Beast. Just 1, I think. Don't have to gather. You have to destroy a presence. Oh, it's a new event. Focused farming. And essence disperses. So we're blighted. So each spirit chooses independently to forget a power card or lose 2 energy and destroy 1 presence. In the land where you destroyed presence, return 1 blight to the box, if possible. We have 0 energy, so we don't actually have to lose energy. That seems like a good deal. But there's no land where I want to destroy presence because I would lose my sacred site and then not be able to use this. So I think I'm sure there's powers I could forget, right? Let's forget a power. I like all my powers, but you can get rid of the power. Destroy explorers among lands with beasts. Okay. He's dead anyway. May as well kill him and him. 3 Dahan in rear lands. Gain energy, reclaim a card. Nice. Panic. Add strife in a land with beast disease or Dahan. -1 health per strife. We might accidentally win. This does deal damage. I think we win if I click there. Choose a different land to isolate. Also defend 2 in those lands. If we isolate this, then they only get to explore these 2 lands. So that seems like a good one. Token party here. They try to escalate in the sands. They would have converted that. Dahan. Alright, we're gonna win when we do this. So almost tier level 3 too. Replace 1. Yeah, let's do this. We get a wild. We do 3 damage, killing everything and winning the game. But we still have to finish the power. Victory. Alright. That is our first look at Sharp Fangs. Unconstrained. So maybe we'll bring them into another game here. GG. Yeah. Not too bad. Seems pretty strong. 55 points. We had 1 too many points. Turns out. Too many Dahan. Alright. Let's try a second game with 2 spirits. Maybe 1 adversary in a scenario this time. Let's go for Behemoth and Unconstrained. Just to like keep giving some reps on Embride Behemoth. We have Scotland. Scotland 4. I feel like playing Powers Long Forgotten. I like that scenario. So difficulty 8 seems reasonable. Let's go ahead with that. Watch out for Scotland's loss condition. Oh, and they're starting off with looking in 2 lands because Scotland. That's rough. But it was nothing. And we're adding presence. This is Sharp Fangs, right? And to align with beasts. I'm not sure we need to really go over near there, so let's just go here. And they explore the jungle, which means they look in here as well. And they got nothing. We're super lucky. And they're not actually threatening anywhere except potentially with an explorer in 1 spot. So that's pretty cool. All right. So yeah, there's actually, it's interesting. There's 3 benefits, and they already took a whole bunch off the board. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots left. So very likely we can get some powers here. You may notice Ember Eye Behemoth's presence color changed because it was very, very similar to Volcanoes. I noticed on Dolphin's stream yesterday. So we're trying another color combination here. What do you think? More of the trees and earthy vibe. And we changed this so it doesn't look grayed out. Okay, so building in the jungle. Wondering if I can get Dahan. Terrifying Chase is actually really good for this scenario because it can push up to like push 2, 4, 6 Dahan at times. I'm not sure about dealing with this town unless we can isolate it. Let's see what we get for a power card. Almost always we get a power card first turn here, right? Those don't do anything, but Gold's Allure does. If they don't explore there, it can potentially help a lot. This defend is good. Encompassing Ward is actually really good for next turn. The Sharp Fangs could defend 2 places with 1 card. Maybe we do that and we... I don't know if we do that. If we do that... Why is there a flamingo on Behemoth's presence token? It kind of looks like a funny bird, right? The element combination. I don't know if we can make it look like a turtle. That might be something we can try. Encompassing Ward is really bad elements for Sharp Fangs. Dark and Tangled Woods is better. I really want to be getting Dahan movement cards, but these don't do that either. Yeah, I think just Encompassing Ward is not good enough. So grab that, and we can plan to defend one of these and stop the build in the other. Like we can use Prey on the Builders. If there were beasts nearby, oh my gosh, there's no beasts. Not having that first beast is actually kind of rough sometimes. So I guess we block this build, which is actually fine. So we're not getting... let's go for card plays. I want to get lots of Dahan movement, so... We could actually Terrifying Chase and not do this next turn. But I feel like if mountains or wetlands come up, Tune of the Jungle is kind of what we want. So I'm going to click that. All right. You can push 3 Dahan at once, right? You have that tantalizing power. We could push away these 2 and stop them building a city there. I don't mind that. I think we gain a power card. So if we get like Call to Migrate, then we just click it, right? These don't move to Han either. This looks like a card for me. It's my elements. I always have Sacred Sites. Seems rad. I could even discard it. I don't think we're going to need Terrifying Rampage. That's just going to Blight. That's fine. They're going to add the Ocean Blight? No, they don't. So, yeah, that's no big deal at all. So, discard that. Even though it pushes 3 Dahan. That's the big thing. My innate power does push Dahan too. And let's start moving around. Maybe I should move my thing first. Am I going to stomp? What if I go here as a preemptive stomp? So let's put Incarnate there and add presence here. I just want these guys to not be building a city there, so I'm going to click that. And yeah, this is actually really good in this scenario too. So, okay, preemptive stomp. If they explore sands, we get to stop the explore. If they don't, then we missed. They're not actually going to get to explore this wetland, so that is... I don't want these guys in the coasts, but I'll put them there. Okay, prey in the builders here. I want to bring this presence. Sort of, I think I want to like send it somewhere else, right? Or do I? Do I want to move that? I guess we can get a beast in here. We don't really need it here. We may as well get our presence there. Okay. Maybe the beast does something later, so. And we can put, oh yeah, we want to, actually, we want our presence to be in those places. So hang on a second. We want our presence to be in lands with this because we're going to get wilds there. So I actually want to leave my presence there. Oh, what I want to do, I want to put my presence here. I think I can do it. So do this, bring this, then ranging hunt. Come along. Go in here, go in here. Oh, but I mean, no, if they explore sands, then we miss, but if they don't, I can get the wilds in there. So I think that's the way to do it. Okay. It's wetlands. So they don't explore back here. And it means I can tuner the jungle one of these guys. I don't get to stomp. Alright. Tuner the jungle. I mean, you have fast damage. I think actually we do the jungle this guy. And now we can actually... We know that sands or... Oh no, we don't know. It's accelerated, so... We don't know where they're going. Okay, so put a wilds in there for sure. And it could go in wetlands or sands. I like actually here because we might be able to stop their explore somehow. Maybe not, but let's go for the 50-50, I guess. And there's no one there, so I can get this in here. All right, so we're gonna get to defend this, and this is fine. That's blight, but whatever. And yeah, it's really still like get to Han movement and whatever. So do I want, I think I want another card. Please don't move to Han. They destroyed Han. We can stop this build with treacherous waterways. Elements are good. Gift of Constancy is always great, but feels like cheating. So let's do this. Start getting energy every turn. And guard a power card with fire. I want to have that plant, right? Doesn't really matter. I don't have enough fire, but so which one do I want? This one costs more. We saved. You could add Badlands, but I don't know that we're necessarily using it. It has to be a sacred site, right? We don't actually have a sacred site with anything nearby right now, but we can make one by moving our Incarnate. So eventually, I think we just wait and see how we do that. All right, you probably want to gain another power. This guy's dead. That has wilds. Just need Dahan movement. This moves one Dahan. It does potentially get a spot that has 3 in it, which is nice. This can add wilds, which is nice, but we don't actually have those symbols in those lands anymore. Rotflies has great elements. Elemental Boon is Elemental Boon. Gather 1 is just not exciting me very much. I feel better about getting another fire for you, so let's do that. And add presence, we can get the 3 card plays. That seems good. Where do I want to be? Maybe in a land where I can move these to Han. Actually, if I move those to Han and you smash here, then we can get 3 in here. So that's the thing. 1 second. Now, not me. All right. So I think 3 card plays. The question is, where does the presence go? Don't need a sacred site. Maybe we just spread out a little bit or go in with beasts. As far as I know. Okay. Dark and Tangled Woods, Elemental Boon. I'm going to be getting these 3. I'm not going to get the damage, though, on Ranging Hunt. So, not too concerned about it. Want to make more beasts. Or we're going to Terrifying Chase, right? Get the Dahan moving somewhere. All right. And we could add beasts now or save them up. Is there anywhere where we would like to have them? We have a beast there. I think save them up. So now we have 2 beasts prepared. All right, Elemental Boon is going to get a fire. And we may as well get the things we want. Okay, Treacherous Waterways. Push 1 to Han. Push 1 Explorer. Oh, he has to go somewhere where I don't want him to go. How much do we care about this Ravage? we're going to do that. I'm going to put a beast there. I mean, I can raging hunt beasts into there, I guess. We might get defend for Dahan. It's possible. I'm going to leave that guy there. Put the beast here, and maybe the beast does something. I'd rather take a blight there than let them get a thing, so. 1 damage for beast. Also, inlands with town, the town doesn't participate, and Dahan, rude. 1 damage for beast. 1 fear if any Dahan are in lands with things. Cool. They just build a single city. They explore mountains. So yeah, good thing we didn't put the guy here. Scotland is adding a town because of their escalation. So I guess here. And somewhere that isn't a mountain or has a symbol. So I don't love it there, but all right, we're gonna get to look at a thing now, because I can chase these Dahan into here, or actually into here. I can chase that Dahan into there. So that's pretty cool. And we can rouse the trees and stones. If I make a sacred site by moving this. So I can do that. Because I can, after doing this, I can move the Incarnate here or here, and then probably here so that I can do the damage there. Okay, but first we're gonna first we're gonna do these things. We want to go look in here because here they're gonna build. Smashy, smashy. Time for a stomp. That is a sound effect now. All right, and you go there. We get to look at our first thing. It's a thing, the leather sack with its mouth sewn shut. Choose 1 land and remove everything in it from the game. Cool. We'll probably use that here at an important future time. All right. We want to move this just here. And deal 2 damage and destroy an explorer, or push an explorer, that is. I think he can just go into this other bad mountain. And why are we waiting? Is there something we can do? Does it think we have a special rule we can use? This should be proceeding. It's because we have this. Not a bug. It's the sack. Yeah. El sack. You got it, Steel. Okay. So, ravage-wise, we have a small ravage there, and that's it. Cool. We have a group of 3 Dahan now, which is awesome. The group of 3 Dahan can start marching around. Either this way or this way. Probably, well, I don't know which way. Are you reclaiming? You have 3 card plays. Can we get to reclaim 1? We can. So we could gain a power card, reclaim 1, still have 3 cards. I'm into that. Not really worried about that ravage. I mean, you're definitely reclaiming. Or we could do this. All of our cards have fire, right? We've been picking cards with fire. I'm happy to do that. Oh, you see the new empower animation? You want to see it again? Whoop. So unempowering just sort of does it like that, but empowering. Super spin. We are going to move our Incarna where? Maybe to here? We just stomp this thing. Maybe we stomp, move, stomp. I do like stomp. I am tempted to play this for the push 3 to Han effect. That's... Oh, we could also stop them building there if we want. Or here. If we play one with... Oh, we still don't have enough other... Yeah, I think I want to be looking for... I'm going to play this just for that. What if we just stop a build? I could do this to stop a blight, but it's one blight. I think I pushed this guy in here. This only, they only build in coastal lands, and then move Incarnate in here and double stomp. So I want to, if I get a power card, I could take Elemental Boon again, so we get more damage. Let's see what we get. We have defend 10. Slash 1 damage to each. Weep for what is lost. Territorial strife. Mob beasts. These also do not move to Han. What the heck? The rest of the minor deck is all move to Han cards. Like, bring me this card. Yeah, Mob Beast is basically 2 damage for me all the time. In the right land types. I don't really care about defend 10. Weep is a bit hard to use. Go for Mob Beasts. There's a place we can use it. We just have to make a Sacred Site, which is not hard for us. We do... Where do we want to... Maybe we do that there. We can probably add our beast pile. So let's see. I want to get Reclaim 1. I want to play these 2. And yeah, if we get Elemental Boon, we can kill this guy, stop the build. We put our pile of beasts here. And get our Sacred Site back for the slow phase, I think, right? Because we can... We do fire. We have that. We have that. We can do the things. Alright, so let's look at the thing. We get to push 3 to Han. I think going down this way I like better than going the other way. So there's a wilds there, so they can't actually get in there. Maybe we do go this way because they... Sure. I don't think it matters a whole lot. Ooh. An enormous jagged tooth dripping water. Each spirit gains +2 energy during any spirit phase. They do not reclaim any cards. That's going to be energy for me. Thought that unconstrained sacred site was in the mountains. Yeah, it's in the jungle next to the mountains. And we're going to push this guy. So he doesn't build. He can just go into this terrible land we'll probably remove everything from. And Ranging Hunt can come here. We'll just type of guy, basically. And let's put this beast maybe here. Maybe, I think, because there's a wilds there. Yeah, I'd rather, like, if we can have that pick off that guy, that would be good. So, and yeah, I don't think we care about anything else right now. Each beast destroys an explorer. First, we add explorer to a land without invaders. And each beast is going to destroy an explorer. So, oh man, he went back right into there. Oh well. Use a slow power now instead of later. It's just Ember-Eyed Behemoth gets to do that. I could stop this guy so he doesn't build. I guess I was thinking of pushing that and I didn't. Stomp so no build, but then I have to repeat it now, don't I? I don't think so. Let's see. Test case. So, push that thing in there. Yeah, am I supposed to be able to repeat this now? I don't know. If I press skip, let's see if I can repeat it later. You're skipping an explorer. They added a blight. Oh no. And they're looking in wetlands. They're adding town. Probably rather that go in. I guess they're going to add in both order. Oh, they didn't even get to explore in here because of the skip. And I still get to use this. Okay. So you go here and smashy smashy. This is awkward. Because I just kill, like, the town here that's not doing anything. Can't really do anything useful. Teeth Gleam. Add beasts to land without blight, I guess, here. And we have the leather sack. We can always use it later. Alright, I'm going to activate this because I want my energy. And you're not going to reclaim. We're going to let this ravage. No big deal. They're going to build a city here. You don't have any energy. I guess we want to take the +3 energy reclaim option, probably. Awkward. One more miner. I mean, we have a lot of plays, so. Jungle Sands, defend. We don't need that. Push up to 3 to haunt. Wow. So you're saying I can push to haunt. We do have a Ravage. This does defend 3 in the appropriate land. Maybe we don't have enough animal to deal damage. So we defend one of them, and happening here, we can push them away, right? Yeah. Okay, we can intimidate those two. Put them into the land. And we could prey on the builders here if we want. Seems all right. Get in there with ranging hunt. Here we can like double add presence if we want. Get up to 3 card plays. I think that's pretty good. We're gonna have tons of energy, so maybe we. Everything seems to be like getting pretty well sorted for some reason. Let's go in here, I guess. I guess I might want to not remove everything in it. It would remove my presence. Go in here instead. I'll play that and like damage party. We have lots of energy. Damage party. Stomp stomp. Continue stomping. Alright. Defend there. We have Dahan. Get these guys away. And I guess I could stop this build. It is like the lost condition. Or we could. This is a city, but it's not on the coast. I don't care as much. And we can just easily kill that with Urging Lahar or something. Okay. Add city to a coastal land with city. What if there were more cities? Add disease to the coastal land with the most. Push one of their presence from a land with Dahan. Ooh. That means we stop. We do stop that build because we used Prey on the Builders. That's cool. I nominate. Oh, I could potentially push the Incarnate if it had Dahan around. I nominate you though to go there. And where are you gonna go? Kill one of these. Kill this town here finally. I guess killing this guy means they don't threaten to build a coastal city there soon, so maybe I'll do that. We had this game pretty well in hand, so we get bonus defend. This is not presence. I don't know what you're talking about. Who says that's presence? We got that early stage 3 card. So this should be coastal or the next one's coastal. I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. Incarnate hides behind a tree. Yeah. They managed to put a thing there anyway. We can push 3 Dahan. So these Dahan, even though I want them there for the Ravage, they're going over here to look at this thing. Because there's one more benefit for us to find. And it was nothing. So I think, was it last turn? Last turn I was able to repeat the stomp later and I was happy about it, so that's good. Do I want to kill all this stuff? How much do I care about this town? I think we could kill it with beasts, right? So not concerned at all, basically. How much damage do I have here? Just 6. So what if we killed everything? We need to maximize our auto stomp. Auto stomp. Oh, you can hear the sound effect good when it happens a lot. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And we can just kill this guy. There's no better spot. I mean, I could hit here, I guess, but whatever, that's a blight. So this is going to be the leather sack, I think. We could even do it right now. We can do it whenever we want before they ravage there anyway. But then they will build here potentially, so I might do it before then. So if you don't reclaim, you get energy. So I think I'm gonna not reclaim and get the 4 card plays and play a whole bunch of cards. That seems great. Just play whole bunches of cards. Events. Does not say push to Han. I can destroy the Explorer there. Sure. I don't know if I actually click it, but 4 card plays. Have a sacred site here. Sure. Play cheap cards. They have lots of energy now, though. There's one more benefit, but they're like over here, and there's not a lot of Dahan around, so kind of like we don't really care anymore. Kind of a little bit. What are you doing? You are reclaiming, probably, right? Yeah. So let's just go ahead and do that. And 3 energy. Could have major power next turn. Replace with a Dahan or something like that. Or Lure the Unknown, also very good. I want more stompy ability. Problem is everything is dead. everything is dead on my board. Nothing is alive. What the heck? We could actually stop this blight. I don't really care though. Want this? Yes. We could replace this town with a Dahan, just for fun. I can push 2 of these Dahan. Maybe we get to move some other Dahan later. And do some damage. Work on energy. I don't know. Add wilds. So with an extra fire, you could do more damage, but to what? The question. So I want to add my beastie here. And just play cards. Play some cards. That's fine. Events. Beasts can there, I guess. Push 3 to Han. Okay. Leather sack, so they don't build there, probably. We can do it after or during the event, though, in case they do something coastal. Add blight to a land with Town City. Number of cards in the invader discard is 3. That's kind of gross. But actually, it doesn't do anything on this board. So I think we can just pay for it with our energy. Each land with disease, 1 damage to each invader, and 1 damage to each Dahan. And add Dahan to one of its lands. Okay, so I think nothing is going to happen here, so let's use the other sack. Bye-bye. Where's my land with Dahan? Here. Oh, suddenly we have a land with 3 Dahan. Add Strife. Auto add. Auto stomp. And they explore coastal lands. So the first 2 get towns. Just like that. And we can kill stuff. Pew pew. We need jungle. Do a lot. Can smash this guy. Smash. Smash. Go towards the light. Add wilds. Sure. So we just have that one land with cities, basically. They're ravaging there, but we can probably beat them up somehow. I'm gonna get a major. Yeah, we're gonna get a major. Beat them up. Unleash a torrent. That'll do it. Now we do have a new card, Fragments of Yesteryear. Remove all pieces, then add the pieces matching the target land setup symbols. That's cool, but it's slow, and I need this to be fast. So I'm gonna click here. And do I want fire or do I want energy? I need fire and energy. Sounds good. And this wants fire and sun. I'm definitely not getting sun. I might like only play these to have more energy to blow stuff up. I could get the sun from my friend. What if we gain a major? We're gonna get lots of energy. What if we also have a major? Jungle hungers. Trees radiate. There's not a lot of explorers around. We also don't really need to defend. Jungle hungers? Want to win before then. These things don't, like, work as well. I might have... I actually have the threshold for this if I click right. I click finish and I use elemental boon. Do I have a lot of beasts? No. Elemental boon. And I want sun, moon, planet. Look at that. Damage. And you may do both. Both gain and pay. Wow. What's in here? 5, 6, 7, 9. GG. I mean, okay, there's one town. Where's the holy crap, there's a lot of fear cards in tech. There's one town with 2 stripes. And this guy isn't gonna be there. So good luck with that. Invaders. I'm gonna come stomp him after. +1 damage per ravaging. Okay. Add beasts. Sorry, Dahan. One of you must go. Free defend. Push up from an inland land. Oh, they're going to defend here, and also he has 2 stripes, so you go there. It's gonna be fine, I promise. You also go there. Destroy all invaders on the island. Bye-bye. Victory! We have achieved victory with Sharpfangs Unconstrained and Ember-Eyed Behemoth. Yeah, we got very lucky that they looked at like 3 locations or something before during setup, and they missed on all of them. And we managed to get 2 benefits that were pretty good. We were able to start slinging majors with that extra energy. So, good times. Alright, so 64 points. I think that's probably going to do it for the stream today. It's a holiday here in Canada, so I'm going to go and enjoy the day a little bit. But that's been your first look at a new aspect from Nature Incarnate and a new spirit again. And we will be back next week with Thunderspeaker Tactician preview. So look forward to that. We'll see you next time. I'm looking at the camera, but there's no camera there because it broke. All right. We'll get a new camera also. See you later.